Camouflage japonais avec une demoiselle qui me pas cantonné. Dans le club avec mon gars de Grenoble. On veut devenir noble en faisant. C'est l'entrepreneur, move comme un sage.
With so many of you jumping into 2K, we've added even more events in the neighborhood, so get out there and compete.
Starting at shooting guard, 6 feet 7 inches, number 12. At the other guard position, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 5, Frank Angelakina. At the small forward position, at 6 foot 9 inches, number 45, Sekou Kuboya. The other forward, 6 feet 10 inches, number 23, Blake Griffin. Numero 0, the center at 6'11" out of Yukon, having big fun around the rim. This is Andre Drummond. Your head coach is Dwayne Casey. Ladies and gentlemen, your Detroit Pistons.
Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, for all of the star power Blake Griffin had when he was in Los Angeles, it was tough for him to be the leader of the Clippers. There were bigger voices in the locker room, such as CP3 and Doc Rivers. But Pistons coach Dwayne Casey said, in Detroit, he's definitely the leader. When he speaks, everybody listens. This is his team. Kevin?
Yeah, and he has their confidence. David, thank you. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You take a look at Los Angeles, earning the first place position with a terrific record, and we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat.
And guys, for the Lakers, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. And it's Caruso in at the point. And for the Pistons, on the front line, the talented duo of Griffin and Drummond. Then there's Doumbouya, and it's Ntilikina in at the point. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul. Players getting a rest, Clark, with the All-Star break coming up. That's important, too. And broadcasters, too, Clark. I know you and I like a little time away to spend with our families.
Nothing like relaxing and getting away from it a bit. I love being fully immersed in it, Kevin. Basketball has given me more than I can ever repay it. But it's just like with my wife. There are times when it's nice to be apart.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Passes it to Ntilikina. Here's Doumbouya. Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, I like the feel Ntilikina showed there. I mean, nice sense of where he was and what was available.
And Davis can't get it to go. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were swept in the two-game season series from last year.
And, you know, they might not be in the same conference, Greg, but as with any top team, they want to show they can compete with the best teams out of conference, too.
Here's Caruso, following the basket by Blake Griffin. Caldwell Pope kicks to Caruso. Griffin against Kuzma. 6 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And it's LeBron missing. The Pistons have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Pass to Ntilikina. There's the dish to Drummond. Second shot opportunity. No good on that one. And it's the Lakers the other way. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Here's Ntilikina following the basket by Anthony Davis. With the teardrop, the shot's good from Ntilikina.
Boy, nice control of the floater there by Ntilikina. When the D gives him space to shoot it, he makes him pay.
LeBron passes to Kuzma. Here's Davis. High quality look, and he sinks it. Davis has got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Ntilikina following the basket by Anthony Davis. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Tell you what, the size and height Ntilikina possesses helps him here, clearly, especially on these and one opportunities.
And for Frank Ntilikina, some questions as to where he is best suited.
I mean, for me, I like when he plays more off the ball. I mean, he's shown that he could become a scorer when he only has to worry about that aspect of his game. Still very young and has a great set of skills with which to work.
Kuzma finds James. Buries it from three-point range. James has got 5.
Man, it's so good to see LeBron James rise up with confidence from deep. That's a part of his game that he continues to improve on, and it's actually become quite efficient.
He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
Tough miss, especially since the defense wasn't that strong. I mean, he needs to cash in from there.
And James throws it down.
And, you know, this is where James is most dangerous, attacking and looking to tear into that defense.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, pass to Drummond. Over Davis. Detroit, no good that time either.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Here's Caruso. No points in the game yet for him. James kicks to Caldwell Pope. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Davis, and finished off by Davis.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
Pistons trail by 3. Here's Ntilikina. He has 5. Drummond dishes to Doumbouya. And there's the pass to Ntilikina. He's looking for Drummond and finds him. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And I like the timing, Kevin, that Drummond has on these alley-oops. That's not as easy as he makes it look. He knows precisely when to leave the ground to receive the pass and finish it off.
Now here is Davis. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
And he was also a big factor for them defensively. I think he tallied 4 blocks in the game.
LeBron James knows the meaning of the word layup, but he's much more interested in throwing it down when he can.
Here's Ntilikina. It's a 3-point game. Right side, Griffin. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Here's LeBron. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Andre Drummond picks one up.
When LeBron has it inside like that, I mean, it's almost impossible to stop him. Worst case scenario, he's going to get himself to the foul line.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And from the line, he's knocking it down about 71% of the time, and that's a percentage that needs to go up.
Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
So it's Ntilikina who brings up the ball for the Pistons.
Timeout.
They trail by 3, and the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And let's take a look at the numbers for LeBron James. 3rd in scoring, 3rd in shooting percentage, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And the only way you average top 3 in points if you have that scorer's mentality. He knows he's the go-to guy, and everyone else knows it as well.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And, you know, the length of Ntilikina, man, takes long strides when he's driving inside to get past the defense. Fantastic stuff.
To the paint, here's Kuzma, and it's sent back by Drummond. Puts it up from 15. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
Back to Griffin. Wide open look. Rebounded by the Lakers.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
They get it back. Caldwell Pope passes to Davis. Kicks it to James. Shot clock at 5. Back to Davis. Knocked away. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here we get a moment to view the league's highest scoring team. The Lakers #1.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
So for the Pistons, Serge Ibaka has checked in for Andre Drummond, and Smith subbed in for Blake Griffin. Nance with the rebound.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Davis, and the layup's good off the glass. Davis has got 8.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Here's Ntilikina. 7 points in the game. At the elbow, it's Ibaka. He's covered by Clarkson. Detroit, no good that time either.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Over to the left wing. Davis kicks to Clarkson. Misses the 3. The Pistons trailing. Nance with the rebound.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Passes it to Clarkson. Back to Nance. Left side Davis. Over Ibaka. And too long on the shot. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And he's finally able to knock one down. And the Pistons lead by 1. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Pass to Watford. Fires from deep. Hits the three-point bomb.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Trying to get open is Ibaka. Larry Nance comes up with the rebound. Lakers shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Curry passes to Nance. It's stolen by Ibaka. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Here's Ntilikina. Rebounded by Clarkson. Here are the Lakers with the ball. Pass to Watford. Back to Nance. And here is Curry. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And they double up Davis. Back to Clarkson. From deep. Offensive rebound, and Davis throws it down.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Here's Ntilikina. He's got 7. And now Curry running the floor all by himself. Here's Watford. He kicks to Davis. They get a hand on it. And now the Pistons fast break. Here's Doumbouya. Detroit, no good that time either.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's Doumbouya after the basket by the Lakers. There's 1:40 left to play in the first. He's covered by Clarkson. They get it again. Now the feed to Smith. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Outside Curry. Outside Davis. This one for 3. That one's not going to go. And the Pistons now going the other way. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Well, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, man, Ntilikina, an impressive athlete. When he's deep inside, he's ready to ram it in.
Pass to Watford. It's Davis on the wing. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Leonard, he's checked in for the Pistons. Maxi Kleber comes in for Doumbouya. He's covered by Clarkson. To the wing on the left. Here's Ntilikina. Good on the triple. Ntilikina's got 12 points in the game.
Starting to come together for Ntilikina on the offensive end now. Picking his spots nicely. This guy's truly a special guard.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for Los Angeles. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Frank Ntilikina has established himself as a legit defender. He spoke about his mindset.
Defense is 80% of will and 20% ability. So you try to stop the player in front of you and you try to deny him to score the basket. That's just the challenge, and that's what I love in this part of the game.
A young player with an advanced understanding of defense, and his length gives him an edge.
And his defense is something he enjoys. If he can put it all together at both ends, he's a player you can build around.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Lakers. They've got JaVale McGee. Clarkson is out there with Cook. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Kuzma.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him. And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
He's covered by Clarkson to the right side. Here's Ntilikina, and the basket is good. Ntilikina's got 14 points.
And Ntilikina is skilled, really skilled at getting good position in the post. I mean, he uses his quick instincts and understanding of the positioning to score inside.
Cook. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Down low, here's Smith, and then Smith with the dunk.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Pass to Anthony. The pass to Clarkson. 4 on the clock. The tray. Anthony's shot is off. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Detroit. They trail by 1. Passes it to Ntilikina. Kicks to Smith. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Clark, when you think back to your playing days in high school, what memories come to mind?
Well, just the fun of being able to have success all 4 years I was at St. Joseph High School in Cleveland, the way the city rallied around us my senior year when we had a chance to play for a state championship. Unfortunately came up short. The teammates and coaches and teachers that I had a chance to enjoy those 4 years with, all really fond, special memories for me.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for JaVale McGee. James comes in for Anthony. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Clarkson. Here is Cook. Caldwell-Pope passes to Kuzma. LeBron outside. LeBron is doubled. And Cousins kicks to Cook. Caldwell-Pope passes to James. And finished off by LeBron.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
So it's Detroit now. Pass to Ntilikina. Now here's Leonard. Nice ball movement by Detroit. To the middle. A second chance effort. The shot's good from Smith.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Caldwell-Pope outside. Kuzma left side. LeBron drives in. Here's Cousins. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Drummond comes in for Leonard. And it's Blake Griffin in for Maxi Kleber. Griffin inside, guarded by Kuzma. Griffin's shot is off.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
LeBron outside. Floats it up for Cousins. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Pass to Ntilikina. Over LeBron. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
The pass to Cook. LeBron James on the wing. He kicks to Caldwell Pope. Cook, the pass to Cousins. On the clock. Beyond the arc. And James gets it to go on the assist by Cousins. And it's a 5-point Laker lead. So it's the Pistons now. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
To the inside. Here's Griffin. And the rejection by James.
Using his length and timing and bounce to perfection there. LeBron James, excellent shot block.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And it doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive.
Shoots from 12. Again, the Lakers.
You know, because James is such a consistent, confident shooter from the mid-range, you just can't afford to let him get comfortable.
Pistons trail by 4. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. You look at James, what a contribution.
I mean, he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
And the Pistons making a change here. Doomboy has checked in. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You take a look at the Pistons. The season well underway, and they've been solid. In third right now.
And checking out Detroit, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. Now you look at the former All-Star Andre Drummond and the way he rebounds, Greg. He might be the best in the league in that department.
I mean, few players in the history of the league can go off for 20-plus rebounds on any given night. Drummond's one of them. Attacks the glass on the offensive end so well. His offensive rebounding, for me, sets him apart.
Looking to get it going. Chalk up 2 there. He has 6.
And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Here's Caruso. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Cousins with it. LeBron outside. Launches it. Bangs home the trifecta. LeBron's got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Here's Drummond. Doesn't go for him. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team. That's why they're ahead.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Detroit. The Pistons shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Free throw good, Drummond. Clark, I'm going to get a little detailed here, but in terms of footwork in the post, who really impresses you?
Well, there are a number of guys, Kevin. I mean, you think about it. Kevin Durant is a lethal scorer and does a lot of his work off the dribble and in transition on pull-up threes, but when he is a post-up threat, and he does get posted sometimes, his footwork is superb, absolutely superb. Joel Embiid comes to mind, big fella with feet of a ballerina. Jokic does a great job with his feet, not nearly as athletic as Embiid or Durant. And then I would put Kawhi Leonard outside of a big guy. I mean, he's not a big guy in terms of position, but boy, he is very efficient down in the low post when he gets it.
Good name. Curry passes to Nance, and it's sent back by Drummond, and he gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Detroit's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Curry. Drummond, great positioning on the putback. Drummond's got it all tied up now for the Pistons.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Here's Watford, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Curry. And that one is good.
Proving he belongs in this league. Ntilikina getting better at taking contact and finishing.
On its way from Curry for 2. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Poked away. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. That's good from Davis on the assist by Curry. Davis has got 19 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Pass to Ntilikina. Nice ball movement by Detroit. The rebound by Watford.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Here's Davis. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Drummond? 3rd in rebounding, 7th in field goal percentage, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And as you said, one of the league's top 3 rebounders. He has an instinct for how the shot's going to come off that rim. That's special. And the want-to corral it. Goes back up. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Now we take a look at the 2K leaderboard to see who the best rebounders in the NBA have been over the last 10 games. Anthony Davis is 2nd. Andre Drummond 4th.
The work this twosome has done on the boards over that period cannot be overlooked. They've both been big factors.
Pass to Ntilikina. And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Alex Caruso. Here's Drummond. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Boston.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass. That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Now Clarkson, looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Leonard, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Lakers leading by 3. Curry looking it over. Pass to Clarkson. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the second quarter. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
Carmelo Anthony's checked in for the Lakers. Here's Ntilikina. 19 points in the game. Doumbouya gets a wide open look. Another 3 for Detroit.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That will be the 4th of the string of 5 played on the road. Dishes it to McGee. Pass to Watford. Fires the 3. Anthony kicks to Clarkson. Back to Anthony. There's the 3. Drills it from outside. And the Lakers lead by 3.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Los Angeles guys shooting and feeling it offensively in the second quarter. They're shooting 60%. And the pass to Clarkson. Goes up on the wing, and another basket for the Lakers.
What a nice feel, a good feel for the pick and roll. Clarkson sees his opportunity and capitalizes.
And he drains the three, but let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
But to me, it's worth being certain. And that's why we have replay to get these big calls right.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor. But replay's here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks. Tight game tonight, Dwayne. How do you break this thing open in the second half?
Well, number one is we got to make sure we get in a defensive disposition. You know, right now we're kind of trading buckets. We're anticipating, putting them on the foul line. So we got to play from an anticipatory style of defense, whereas we're not reacting to where they have us on our heels.
Case, thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 21 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 block. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, the shooting accuracy was on point. It was good play calling, of course, by the coaching staff, but it was great execution by the team.
Check. What'd you think about the Pistons?
Well, the low turnovers really stood out to me. They didn't get loose with it or make silly passes. Nothing was forced. They had a nice flow to the offense. Guys knew where to be on the floor. That's the heads-up style of play they need to bring in the second half.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Here's Caruso. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. On the front line, the talented duo of Griffin and Drummond. Then there's Doumbouya, and it's Ntilikina in at the point guard. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. 5 to shoot, and they double up Davis. Pulls up from the corner, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Caldwell Pope's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Lakers. Pistons trail by 4. Here's Ntilikina. Passes to Doumbouya. And here's Griffin. Shoots the 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Detroit's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Tries it from the top of the key, and it's off the back rim, no good.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
The drive by James. Clark, you and I are sitting here watching this game, broadcasting the game. There are a lot of times that the fans can't see how emotionally charged up you are over some of the things you see on the floor, good and bad.
Hey, I love great basketball. Excellent passing, tremendous hustle, creativity on your moves. One of the things that really excites me, though, is to see the ball pop and end up in a three-point shooter's hands, and he's able to knock one down because the crowd is able to follow that ball, and the anticipation just kind of rises as it gets to the designated shooter. I love guys going after rebounds on the offensive glass.
That's a great example about the three-point shot, though, Clark. I love that. It's terrific. Caruso, and the Lakers with another miss. Pistons trail by 6. Griffin passes to Ntilikina. Doumbouya with it. He's guarded by Davis. Doumbouya, good.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
James outside. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
Another one of those special nights for LeBron. I mean, you know, if he sticks around till he's an older fella, that all-time scoring career mark, wow, might be in jeopardy.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated glass.
It's good from long range.
I love how quick he makes decisions. I mean, if a shot is there for him, LeBron is not going to think twice or hesitate. He'll let it fly.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Ntilikina kicks to Griffin. Right wing, shoots from the corner. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Now here's LeBron. 28 points for him. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pistons trail by 9, and now the Pistons fast break. Doumbouya, good.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Caldwell Pope outside. From deep three-point range. Rebound, Detroit. Doumbouya passes to Ntilikina. And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
James looking it over. Kuzma against Griffin. Back to LeBron. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Pistons trail by 9. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Clark, any changes you'd like to see made in the process when players and teams are fine? for any number of things, incidents on the floor or off the floor.
Well, I think there's a place for fines, and the different amounts depending on how egregious the act is by a player or team makes some sense, I think, having different categories. But I'm one that would rather hit hard and less often. So I think if you want to minimize the number of finable offenses, then make the penalty be greater for those things that are finable.
Here's Cook. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 3 assists in the game. The Pistons have gone a somewhat subpar 4-10 on their shots in the second half so far. Smith the pass to Ntilikina. Here's Kleber. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see. Boy, you look at Maximilian Kleber, the German native. I mean, this guy is a very capable shooter, but it's his defense that keeps him on the court. He's 6'11", but has quick feet, which allows him to defend multiple positions.
Davis dishes to Cook. Back to Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Mark, you think of European players, it's usually the offensive end where they thrive, but Kleber is a versatile defensive stopper, too.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, this guy can shut you down because he moves his feet, he's strong, really keeps driving lanes from opening up on the perimeter, and his positioning and timing make him a good shot blocker, too.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. 5 points in the game.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Here's Ntilikina. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
Caldwell Pope passes to Cousins. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
Here's Ntilikina. And no good that time.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Inside. And it's Cousins. That time on the assist by Caldwell Pope. Cousins has got 6.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Here's Ntilikina. 19 points in the game. Pass to Griffin. Looking to get back on track here. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And for Blake Griffin, always a great outside shooter for the power forward position, Greg, but he's added range the last few seasons.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Griffin go from a guy who might take 1 3 a game to someone putting up about 6 a night. The results have been there for him as he shoots a respectable rate from beyond.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it, too.
And the Pistons making a change here. Leonard's checked in. Pass to Cook. 6 to shoot. Lakers passing it around. And the Lakers get it back.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Kuzma's got the lead up to 14 now for Los Angeles. So it's Ntilikina who brings up the ball for Detroit. Outside Leonard. The pass to Kleber. Passes it to Griffin. Count it. Griffin's got 4 this quarter.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see He was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Detroit. Justin Holiday comes in for Blake Griffin. And Los Angeles with some changes. And a foul called on Myers Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. The Pistons making a change here. And the Lakers with possession here. Pass to Clarkson. And Curry has it in the corner. Back to Clarkson. Clock at 6. From deep. Offensive rebound. Pass to Curry. Here's Watford. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Lakers have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And you know, for Curry, getting into the league has been a battle for Seth. I mean, he's more established and playing with more confidence now.
Clarkson surveying the floor. Curry outside. Ibaka with some nice D. Pistons trail by 13. "16 feet away. Misses off the left iron. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
And here's Clarkson. He has 7. Shot from the wing. And the shot is long.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Nifty move. And the layup is good. He's got 21.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Outside Curry. Now, here's Clarkson. Guarded closer. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
No problem knocking that one down.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Outside Curry. 1:27 left in the third. The 3. Detroit with the rebound. Ibaka's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pistons trail by 8. Ntilikina looking it over. Now the pass to Smith. Here's Ntilikina. Fires for 3. Nance gets the rebound. Nance has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
The shot by Clarkson, no good. Detroit's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to 6, and the bucket from Smith. Smith's got 4 points this quarter. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
And the rejection by Leonard. 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Smith. The rebound by Nance. Lakers leading by 6. Clarkson with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. Such a wide open look. Clarkson's got 11.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Lakers lead by 8. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. So it's Neely Kina who brings up the ball for the Detroit Pistons. 8-point game. So for the Lakers right now, Larry Nance out there with Anthony. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's LeBron James. And it's Caruso in at the 1. James outside. Nance finds James. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Sekou Doumbouya.
You know, when James is looking to score, he puts defenders in really tough spots. And when he's aggressive and tenacious, watch out.
That free throw, no good. And the Pistons making a change here. Drummond's checked in. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
And, you know, when you've played over a decade and a half in the league, it's expected that you're going to slow down, but LeBron still going strong.
Here's Ibaka, and he banks in the layup. Ibaka's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Pistons.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
At times in his career, Ibaka has looked out of control when forced to finish through defenders. That time keeps his poise and reaps the benefits.
Lakers leading by 3. James outside. To the middle. Anthony kicks to LeBron. And he jams it right over Andre Drummond. Wow!
Nothing out of the ordinary there for LeBron. I mean, insane athleticism.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
Here's Caruso. And the 3 ball is good. And the Lakers lead by 6.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Feeds to Drummond. It's stolen by Nance. James left side. And they double up James. Passes it to Caruso. No good on the triple. The Pistons have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Ntilikina can't hit.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Pass to Caruso. Kicks it to Carmelo. Stolen by Doumbouya. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Ntilikina passes to Drummond. He feeds it to Ibaka. That one, no good. Anthony with the defensive effort. Cuts off the pass. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. finished off the break. 26 points for him.
And, you know, Ntilikina has outstanding height at the point guard spot. He's a big point guard, which really is an advantage in seeing the floor.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Griffin's checked in for the Pistons. And then for Los Angeles. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Nance. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Jordan Clarkson. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Pass to Ntilikina. No good from outside. Los Angeles leading by 6. The drive by James. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Par for the course for James. I mean, he forces his man to overcommit, gets the bucket, and draws the foul.
Detroit's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Ntilikina passes to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Yes, he does, Kevin. Love seeing Griffin finish with power at the rim. Awesome at throwing it down when he's in this deep.
Kuzma against Griffin. Kuzma kicks to James. Launches a three. Doumbouya pulls it in. To the inside. Here's Griffin. Great tee that time from Davis.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend.
Oh, what a play!
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Here's Griffin. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it. Griffin's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he's become very reliable with that mid-range jump shot. The defense can't let him get comfortable from there.
There's the pass to Caruso. For three, Caldwell-Pope. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Ntilikina. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Kuzma against Griffin. James outside. Pass to Caruso. Lets the 3 fly. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Ntilikina. Top of the key, Griffin. Ntilikina passes to Griffin. Here's Ntilikina. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Clock at 4. Drops one in from the wing. And he has 28 points for the game. Lakers leading by 11. Now James. Caldwell-Pope outside. Shot clock at 6. Back to Kuzma. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Griffin.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Count it.
And this is why Griffin is so valuable to his team. Always willing to share the rock.
Now here's LeBron. Pass to Caruso. And here is James. Pass to Kuzma. And Kuzma Kuzma slams it in.
All Kuzma needs is a little separation, and he's good to go. Very agile in operating in the pick and roll.
Pistons trail by 11. Here's Ntilikina. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. The pass to Drummond. They get the rebound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
He doesn't get the second one. Lakers leading by 10. Kuzma kicks to Caruso. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Caldwell Pope is very comfortable near the rim, cashing in from there.
The Pistons have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope, and the shot goes in.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
And the dunk by LeBron.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Detroit's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Now a timeout called by Detroit. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Puts it up off the inbound, and he lays it up and in. He's got 34.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect him to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes him change plans.
Lets it go with a 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Yeah, and Greg, you know the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shootout this team.
Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. The shot's good from Kuzma.
Yeah, the first half was 1 to deep 6 or forget, but in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
Here's Ntilikina. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Passes it to Ntilikina. A putback, and Drummond is right there.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
Guys, it's been their weakness to this point in the game, but they're still alive.
He had a nice open look right there. Davis has got 23 points.
Like the sun rising every day, you can count on LeBron to have his head up scanning the floor and finding the open man.
Pistons trail by 15. Here's Ntilikina, and there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. Out to the wing. Pass to Griffin. 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. Ntilikina can't hit.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter of this one. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Up top, Griffin. And it's Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Pass to Ntilikina. Just 5 on the clock.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Lakers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And this will make it 51 victories for them on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LeBron.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Here's Ntilikina. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Outside Anthony. Back to Cook. Here's Watford. Fires it up. Bassey pulls it in. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Ntilikina. The pass to Kleba. Curry against Holiday. Here's Ntilikina. No good that time. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. LeBron, what was the defensive focus individually and as a team, and how do you think you guys executed it?
It's a tough team to guard off the bounce. They're so athletic, they're so quick, but it was a good job by all of us defensively, and it's always good to get a win on the road.
Road wins do tend to be more precious. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.